What's up, friend, and welcome back to a new Aetherdrift standard video. And today we're going to have a look at a deck list that used to be tier 1, then rotation happened and it made it fall off a little bit. People tried experimenting and eventually figured out that Jeskai was maybe the best way to play the deck. But still, I felt like the deck never really climbed back to tier 1, even though it did like some things in competitive standard every now and then. But I am firmly of the belief that with Aetherdrift, this deck is back on top as a tier 1 contender. I'm talking about Boros Convoke. So yeah, Valder and Epicure rotating kind of like forced people to play this deck in Jeskai colors, and it made it all slow and a little bit more clunky. But now, thanks to Aetherdrift, we don't have to be doing that anymore, because Aetherdrift has provided us with a really fantastic new 1-drop for this deck, which is the Nesting Bot. It's a 1-mana 1/1 artifact robot, and when a creature dies, you create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Now, the cool thing about this card in this deck is because it allows you to cast 2 Gleeful Demolitions on turn 2. A Gleeful Demolition is one of the most important cards for this deck. Like, Boros Convoke wants to go wide as fast as it can, and then either like cast Night Errant of Eos on turn 2 ideally, or just go crazy on turn 3 with Immodane's Recruiter. But the Gleeful Demolition is probably one of the most powerful cards within this deck, because you can destroy a target artifact and then you create 3 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature tokens. Now, the cool thing about Nesting Bot in here is that, like I said, if you do Nesting Bot turn 1 and you do that with like a land that allows you to use both white or red, because you do need to make sure that you have double red on turn 2, but you can then sacrifice your Nesting Bot to Gleeful Demolition turn 1, and then you can sacrifice the servo token that gets created to Gleeful Demolition as well. You have 6 goblins as fast as turn 2, which can set up a fantastic Immodane Recruiter turn, which is pretty cool. So you don't really have to like worry about the Spyglass Sirens anymore in Jeskai colors. I think you can just fully play this deck in Boros again. But there's also something other like cool stuff going on here with the speed, because there are some more cards where speed is relevant for, and I've actually really enjoyed playing with Hazoret Godseeker in this deck list. Now, Hazoret, 2-mana 5/3 with Indestructible and Haste and Starter Engines. So we need to make sure that we get the speed 4, max speed, and then we can start attacking or blocking with Hazoret. But the Nesting Bot has the Starter Engines as well, so it can get the speed going as fast as like turn 1, which is important. But Hazoret's also cool because of the activated ability. Target creature with power 2 or less cannot be blocked this turn, which kind of helps getting your speed triggers every turn. But you can also set up some really great like interactions with the new Voyage Glide car. So 1-mana 2/3 vehicle. When it enters Scry 1, you can tap 3 other untapped creatures you control. Until the end of turn, this vehicle becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. Put a 1/1 counter on it with a crew cost of 1. So it's almost like a Warden of the Inner Sky, which is also one of the best creatures within this deck, but in a vehicle form, and it's not restricted to sorcery speed either. So Warden of the Inner Sky, you can only activate as a sorcery, so you gotta like tap your creatures on your turn. The Voyage Glide card can just lay on the side, and you can tap 3 creatures and put a 1/1 counter on it. The cool thing is that you can also, make the Voyage Glide card unblockable with Hazoret and then start pumping it up. So you can get a bunch of damage out of absolutely nowhere based on the amount of creatures that you can tap, which is pretty cool. So really enjoyed the inclusion of Hazoret in here and a little bit more speed synergy. Hazoret's also incredible if you combine it with something like Sheltered by Ghost. Because Hazoret is indestructible, Sheltered by Ghost will feel a lot better on a creature like that, especially when you can eventually attack or block with Hazoret too. Outside of that, we're just playing like all the basic Convoke cards, like Immodane's Recruiter, like I said, Night Errant of Eos, Case of the Gateway Express, Resolute Reinforcements. One other great thing that this deck list benefited from is that you now also have the Boros Verge. So the mana is basically flawless at this point. And the Sunbillow Verge is actually really nice within this deck because we have a lot more like white mana in here than we have red mana. So the fact that the Sunbillow Verge always taps for white and then eventually can tap for red is actually really beneficial in this deck list. So really have enjoyed that, and I think we'll see a lot more from Convoke in the new standard meta with Aetherdrift being legal. For me, this was actually like my best performing deck of the night as well. It was a little bit of a struggle. I had some issues with RNG being a little evil. So yeah, this deck list actually ended up clutching it for me. I didn't really play a whole lot of games because I was just trying to like play with a bunch of new cards. But I ended up going 5-1 with this deck, which I thought was a really great record. Especially just for the limited amount of games that I had, but it felt incredibly powerful. We climbed all the way into the top 160. So yeah, really was a big fan of Boros Convoke for the couple of games that I managed to try it out. If you are a Convoke player, you might want to consider going back to Boros colors instead of Jeskai, because this deck is feeling really, really awesome and is going to potentially be a problem again. But one of the upsides of this deck list in the meta is that it is really good against those self-bounce decks. So if you are a self-bounce hater, this is a fantastic deck to pick up because you just go wide. They can't really do a whole lot about it with their like single targeted like thingies that won't really do the trick. They don't really play board wipes usually. So, and of course this deck is incredibly aggressive and is capable of firing off a Knight Errant of Eos on turn 2 if you're lucky. So, yeah, let's get into the gameplay here so you can see for yourself how Aetherdrift has changed the deck list. And then I will see you guys in the next video. You know? Yeah. You're joking. You're joking. We're in a mirror. That's dark-sided. That's dark-sided. Alright. Well. May the best Convoke gamer win, I guess. No, it's not, because they played a Verge. Nobody wants to give speed. Yeah. It's the Boros Verge. It looks very weird though. Like nothing about it screams I am a white red land. It screams I'm a white land, but not I'm a red one. It's very strange. Yo, that's like an aura win right there. We're just too good for him. Like we were just too good for them. Sheesh. Yeah, plus 1000 aura. They're really not fucking with that. Sure. Simply too powerful. Simply too powerful. Yeah, I think they were screwed on mana too. Oh, that looks cool though. Boss champ. Okay. Sure. Yeah, we actually have so many things that we can do. Lethal? Alright, no removal and response. Sure. Part of me almost is like greedy enough that I want to try Voyage Glide Car. But, okay. We'll just do Warden first, see if we can scry to a land. That might be decent. Tectonic Hazard. Would that fuck them up? Nah, I think I need a land first. It's a worse Warden. I mean, I think it depends because it's an engine, it flies, it's easily crewable. I don't think it's necessarily worse. I really don't think so. Boo, Knight Errant, boo. Well, okay. Alright. They were playing on Till. Listen, I get it. I have been here struggling all day, but I get it. Okay. Keep. Speed. Yeah, I tried to red green delirium, but RNG has been bad, so I would love to go back to it at some point, but for now we have to try to fix the vibes. Alright, let me start off with an attack here. Nesting Bot's kind of the GOAT. If you think about it. Ooh! You took speed from the Easy. And I'm gonna go and just destroy that. Is that spell pierce? Sure. Does start your engine beep sound like a sticky key noise? It does, actually, it does. It sounds pretty similar. But I quite like it. Like, it sounds good. Like, sticky keys annoys me, but this sound is very satisfying to me. So. I quite like it. So, that's speed 3. Now we're gonna go... just to make sure Mirax doesn't screw us over. Alright, and this will hold the Resolute. It's giving Kaito. I think I'm completely fine with that happening. Hell yeah, I've been waiting on this. Thanks for wasting your Tishana. I will now cast Night Errant of Eos. That must hurt. That must hurt. Just throwing away your Tishana to stop a 1-1, but now you allow me to Night Errant? Yeah, that must hurt. Okay. Sure. Sure. Nah, I get it. I get it. They really fucked that. I'm gonna lie. They really messed that up. Yeah, I think I don't really do much else. Sometimes I just don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. Speed. It's just so satisfying. I vibe so hard. Now the question is, do we just slam Hazoret here? Because we can give something unblockable and we can just keep that speed going. Probably. Diva. I mean, nowhere to run hurts, but we're just gonna pretend that card doesn't exist. Hazoret! I think... did I not pick up the cool style for this card? I'm not sure. Probably not. Alright, let's see if we can get to speed 3. You missed a new computer. Did it fix the problems? The computer is still not here. It was all a lie. It was all a lie. It's a scam. I'm in shambles. Basically. It was all a dream, yeah. Everything fixed anyways. Nah, we're lagging like crazy today. It's a lot of problems right now. Oh well. So let's go boom, boom, boom. And then we can also tap the other 3. That's such interesting Tishana timing. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. I think I'll just remove it. No, we're good. Alright, we're one away from getting max speed and allowing us to swing with Hazoret. What a dream. The card just arrived? Yeah, I think people are arriving. The cards are finally arriving for people. It's been so long, but I hope you enjoy, guys. Yo, this song popping up when we're about to get speed 4. Let's go. Yeah, they became Valentine's Day card for the besties instead. I just feel like there's gotta be some like nasty board wipe on the way, surely. Tishana Part 3. I do think I want that at some point. I'm not sure if I'm gonna regret this. Oh, it's just power 2 or less. Oh, hold on. Didn't read the card. My bad. Oh, my bad. Thought I could make that unblockable. Well, technically I could have, but I should have sequenced it differently. My bad. Yeah. Misplay. Now I missed out on the speed 4. Fuck. Shit, I should have read. Thought I could just make a creature unblockable, but it has to be power 2 or less. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I had to make it unblockable before we pumped it up, for sure. That's alright. Ping Land's making a comeback. We still have them, right? The deserts? That's actually an interesting idea. That's actually not too bad. Boom, boom, boom. It's gonna swing with, like, everything. Bro looks cooked. I mean, not if they can find a board wipe or something. Speed 4. Damn, could you not have done that earlier? Could you have not done that earlier so I would have vibed? Alright, Hazoret is enabled at least. At last, we can swing and block and whatever. At last. We got there. Case solved. Alrighty. Very nice. Speed is just enables certain cards. So Hazoret can now attack and block. Is pretty cool. So if they block one thing, they'll be alive at 1. I think it just swings still, though. We go brr. Boros goes brr. And then no matter what happens, I think we always... Well, I mean... If Hazoret lives, we can make him my token and make that unblockable. We put him to 1. Oh, shit. Murex. Well, they have to block Hazoret. Yo, Hazoret taking out a Shelly? I mean... Okay. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is it's kind of getting there. Aetherdrift kind of slaying, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Aetherdrift has haste. Trample would have been dope, but yeah. Haste on something that has speed feels a little weird, though. I don't know. I think I would have liked to see Trample on the card, but it's fine. Speed does feel weird. But I guess if you top deck it, it's gonna be nice. I don't know. Anyways, hey, we got the win, guys. Speed! Oh my god, Nesting Bot, we do fucking love you, though. You are a real one. Nesting Bot fans, make some noise. Here we go. Me and my homies love Nesting Bot. Everybody on mute? No. Nah. It's goated. It's goated. Alright. Yes, it makes like a little clicky noise when you increase speed. Warden. Sure. The clicky noise is the speed gain. It's like a doo-doo. Like, I don't know. You just have to pay attention to it. The cool thing is we can actually try to get the speed 3. Oh yeah, we're cooking. Okay. So if I'm gonna crew this, pay attention to when it hits the face and you'll hear the sound, okay? Pay attention. Let me up it. It's like a weird robot noise, but you heard it, right? So, there you go. I quite like it. I think it's neat. Oh, I thought I was in full control in time because I wanted to do the glide car, but okay, sure. Something's gonna get bounced. Scroll shift on Storm Chaser's talent? Interesting. Speed 4? Hell yeah. How's the stream going? We had a lot of bad RNG, but after 7 hours, it might turn around. It might turn around. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It's looking pretty good here. We're actually allowed to play with the cards that we're getting given right now, so I really don't want to jinx anything, but... I'm not sure. What plays Scroll Shift and Storm Chaser Talent? I'm not sure. There's gotta be some new stuff too, surely, but I don't know what. I could see like maybe Tectonic Hazard. Zorius Pixie. Send me a Hazaret. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're breaking through, finally. I just hope that one day we can get to the 2 Gleeful Demolitions on turn 2 with the Nesting Bot. That would be dope. We'll see if we can make that happen. Yo, speak of the devil. What's up? Yeah, I mean, they are kind of cooking with the Storm Chasers right now, so I don't hate it. Is this an Elspeth Smite? Okay. Sure. Caretaker's talent. Whoa. Greed is good, right? Greed's gonna work out. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get the Resolute reinforcements down and I'm gonna go Imidane, hopefully. Greed is good. Nothing? Etherize? That'd be crazy. I'm just gonna try it. I've seen some people play Etherize. I've seen like one person do it once. But damn. Yo, I might get Sunfalled. We'll see. I might get Sunfalled. Day of Judgment. Oh. Okay then. I'm just gonna pick that up, I guess. Yeah, nesting bot a little bit too late now. Now that we've been hit by a Day of Judgment, that's alright. White hot meta shattering decks? Nah. it's been an RNG kind of thingy today. Yeah, I mean Night Errant's fine. Kind of too spooked into attacking, which is kind of awkward, but they'll have something. Oh. Okay. At least we get a bestie out of that. I think one of the huge upsides... Hell yeah. I think one of the huge upsides about Glidecar is that Glidecar also helps you dodge board wipes, which I think is pretty fire. Because, like, we're gonna get board wiped, but it's not necessarily that big of a problem because we have the Glidecar still, which is gonna help us out. Wait, can we cook something here? Hold on. If I do... Wait, am I overthinking it? If I crew it off of that... No, but then I don't want to crew it. If I... 1, 2, 3, so it goes to 3. Hazard makes it unblockable. I can make it go to 4. And 4 unblockable. But I feel like I'm being just overly complicated about this. I feel like I don't think I can get it to 5 power and make it unblockable. I don't think that's possible. I think I'm 1 mana short of that. I was just trying to see if there was a yeah, so I would do it. I would order it in a way that I would do it now and then start growing it. That's kind of the way that I wanted to go about it, but... And then I could, shove, like, this on top of it. Oh. What the hell, sure. So you make it unblockable and then you grow it. It's the idea behind it. But either way. Speed 3. Cool. Just got the Christmas card. Yay, I'm glad. Finally. Oh shit. Okay. Alright. Scroll shifted, but I think we still win this. So. Okay, definitely with that, but do we win in style? Let's do it. Let's win in style. Hold on. Let's win in style. Or wait a second, so how does it, chat, how does it sequence that? If I tap 3 things, is the put a 1/1 counter on a separate trigger? Do I have an opportunity to activate Hazoret, or does it happen immediately? So at the end of turn, his vehicle becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. Put a 1/1 counter on it. Period, put a 1/1 counter on it. It's not a separate trigger, right? I don't know. Don't know how the wording on that is. And we just have to explore our way to victory. I guess. Nah, I mean... because it's pretty bad if it flops. Oh, is that what we can do? Does that... can you still, like... can crew Hazoret and then use the activate ability regardless? Well, Hazoret needs to be tapped, so it doesn't work. But I guess what you can do is, like, you can crew and then activate it. And then you always have it, right? So then it's this, you make it unblockable, then you activate it? So you could, that was an option order map. That's pretty dope, though. That's pretty dope. Such a weird hand, because it doesn't really feel Convoke-y, but it's still, like, not bad. Especially if we do the Sheltered by Ghosts on Hazoret shenanigans. That could be really dope. We get the speed 2 here on turn 2. Depending on what opponent has, but... we're gonna see... Speed 2. Should be a good matchup for us, but we do have to go wide, which we're not really doing right now. We do have to go wide. And of course, Hazoret is pretty bad in this matchup because it dies to, like, nowhere to run. So that's also something we have to be mindful of. But outside of that, generally speaking, we should have ourselves a good matchup here if things go okay. I do wish it has red. Like, why do they have to make it 3 toughness? That does hurt a little bit, man. Why did you have to make it 3 toughness? I'll try. Speed. The existence of it, yeah, it's not the best, I won't lie. It's not the greatest of vibes, but... Alright. Need to start keeping some more aggressive hands, because what the hell? What the hell? I'll hold the land in case they're gonna do like Hopeless Nightmare replays. Oh yeah, of course. Of course they knew what they were doing with the 3 toughness, but still. I wish it wasn't that way. We're a lot more excited when your brain thought it was Trample. Trample would for sure be better. Yeah, I do agree, but... what can you do? Missing out on speed. I'm in shambles. No! Oh my god, Knight Errant of Eos, you are not my friend. You are a hater. Rip. Knight Errant of Eos confirmed hater. We got one little nesting bot out of it. Oh well. Whatever, I guess. Cry about it later. Okay, maybe. Maybe. What I will say is that I do wish that starter engines would also be a way to trigger speed. I don't know. I just... yeah. It feels weird that we don't really have any cards that, like, say, gain speed, you know? Well, yeah, obviously it's intentional. Like, obviously it is. You know? I do just still find it a shame. You agree you get speed 4 to turn 2 pretty easily, it feels like. Yeah, that's correct, but... I don't know. I feel like it would have been... I don't know. I don't feel like any of the max speed cards are necessarily broken, so... I think they were really careful with that. So, I don't know. I don't think it would hurt too much. Yeah, I don't think the payoff on maximum speed is that insane. Yo, we did it! Hazaret! Let's go! Can you believe Wotzi designs all their cards at random with no intention? That's crazy. I thought they just did some shit. You're telling me they have intention when they design things? But I would like to know, like, all jokes aside, I would like to know how they came to the conclusion. Because I imagine that speed started off, and they've definitely experimented with, like, speed cards, or cards that say start your engines, gaining speed as well, on top of, like, getting the thing started. I wonder how, like, in the design process, they landed on not including that. A complexity problem? I don't know. Maybe it just went too fast, I guess? I don't know. Something about encouraging combat. I don't know, but at the same time, it's like... I feel like both exhausting and speed stuff all is like aggressive creature strategy stuff. I wouldn't have hated it if they were like, if start your engine stuff was something that all archetypes could do. But there really just aren't any ways to gain speed outside of like pinging your opponent. So it would have been maybe cool if that was an option. Sure. Yeah, I was just in general, like, surprised by the lack of cards that allow you to gain speed. Like, I would have really thought that it would have at least printed one card that's like, you know, ETB effect, gain 1 speed. But there's nothing of the sort. Is that a turn 2 night? Not anymore. Not anymore. It was at one point in time, but rip. This probably they want a speed to represent aggression. If they made it so start your engines, always increase speed, you could do it without aggression. Yeah, it's true, but I do feel like that makes the set like very like aggro leaning. Like what did a control player, for instance, gain out of like the speed mechanic or exhausting? It's kind of like, I don't know, I would have liked it for be, I mean, obviously I get it's a fast set or whatever, but a little bit of diversity wouldn't hurt. Sure, man, I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, whatever, at this point, I'll just swing. There we go. It is what it is. The land that taps for 2 at max speed. Yeah, that's like a dope card, but then it's like, who can take advantage of that? Because it's virtually like impossible for if you were to play like a brown like ramp deck or something. How the fuck are you ever gonna get the max speed? It's tricky. Those archetypes just naturally don't really stand a chance. I mean, I guess like, yeah, obviously intentional and all, but... Bro, am I actually just slamming Knight Errant like this? Am I that desperate? I mean, I guess so. Ginger Brute? Yeah. Let's go. Ginger Brute, soon to be a $5 common card. Or is it uncommon? I don't even know. We made it. Deserts. Yeah, you have to like fuck around with deserts and those like raceway speed lands. You play a billion of lands that ping you, I get the max speed and have nothing to show for it. No, that's what I'm saying, like with speed as well. I feel like none of the max speed payoff cards are necessarily broken. Like, there's no card that I can think of that's like max speed, you just basically win the game. Like, where? Where are they? So would it be that much of a crime to be able to get the speed on like turn 2 or 3? I don't know. Not really in my eyes. I don't think so. The Soul Ring land? Maybe? 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 The one that makes mana per number of goblins is pretty busted. Alright, please explain to me. We're just strictly talking about standard, because I guess in an older format it could be. But strictly talking about standard, that card's not broken. Like, by the time you dump that guy, what are you casting? Like, it's not as if Muxus is legal in the format. I mean, I guess, like, older format goblin decks would maybe be, you know... Yeah, goblins should win by the time that you can make like 10 mana off of one card. It's like... So that's not really it. I mean, on the older formats, like I said, with Muxus, maybe you're in a different position, but... Do I just go phase? Sure. It's weird. You make dragons. Oh, that's a different card though, right? Draconics Engineer. You can just make a 1 dragon. Wait, what is this Tashana? Oh. I do think Goblins is looking pretty good, for sure. I do think so. We might want to check it out later. I do think there's potential there. Guess a really big Roll Souls Rage. Easy muxes. I'm really just thinking, like, do I just ignore Kaito? I kind of want to. The dropkick bomber, it lets you throw your entire board at the opponent, assuming you've been aggressive enough. Yeah, and assuming your thingy survives. So I don't know, like I said, I also don't think that card is a good example of like a broken max speed.
You're not going anywhere.
Sure. Alright, let's clutch this. Let's close this out. Yay! Got there, whatever. Mixture of both, alright. Oh yeah, I need to put one of those titles. I haven't even done that yet. I haven't even done that yet. Oh man, I'm a bad Magic player. Collector. Haven't even done that yet, guys. Slacking. I'm slacking so hard. What's wrong with me? Fake gamer. Play Affinity? No. We played Affinity during early access, but sure. Nesting bot, so goated. The absolute fucking MVP nesting bot. We stan. Hey, yo, let me get speed 2. It's gotta be the 1/1s. We're gonna... Oh my god. These goofy ass opponents forgetting about like speed triggering off their pain lands. It's so funny. Like, if you're always gonna remove my 1/1, then just do it on your turn. But I mean, then again, the whole thing is new, so I don't blame them, but it's great for us. Dollar, thank you for the 2.
For life.
It's great for us. I don't blame them for forgetting it's new mechanics, but I love to see it though. Is this Boros Burn? It almost feels like it'd be like Boros Control because they molt so deep. I know though. 1, 2, 3. Scry. Hazoret. Nah, that still wouldn't be the best right now. Parts of pre-release for like co-op because we're helping each other remember the triggers. That makes sense. Alright. Yo. I mean, it's too cracked not to. I'm gonna go for it. Let's go, Imidane. Alright, got there. We just have to figure out what the hell is the opponent playing. Surely you're playing aggro, right? Else you're not playing Rockface Village, I think. I think so. I don't think if you're playing Boros Control, you're playing Rockface Village. Yeah, there's no way. They just had, like, rough hands, I guess, to start with. Boros Control with tokens. Yeah, but like I said, if it's Boros Control, I don't think you play Rockface Village. I don't think that's how your deck plays out. I don't think you play any cards that would actually be getting haste and stuff, so I think that's not what it's gonna be. I think they're just playing aggro. So we're just gonna... I'm gonna sideboard assuming that they're playing aggro. That's what I'm gonna do here. I don't think I need Hazoret. We're gonna go in with Shelter. We're gonna go in with Torch. Like, every time I see Nesting Bot on 1, I just get happy. Like, I don't know. Depression gone. Depression gone, skin clear, vibes immaculate. Damn, it's storged. Unfortunate. I'm gonna go Resolute Reinforcements, I think. Try to see if I can set up a case. Kind of awkward, actually. Right, so we're just gonna need to find Sheltered for that. I guess. Yeah, nah. Nah, I'm good. Thanks, though. I feel like I gotta find Sheltered. You sure you don't want to trigger Karen 3 times? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good. Thanks, though. Ah, man. Actually, I will go like this. Get the case. Okay. So we have this the case transformed. We can do Resolute Reinforcements. Maybe Imidane win? I'm obviously potentially in trouble here because they are playing Burn and there's like an army of Karens here. So I might just die. Like the only reason you do that is you're gonna get a fire off like a burst light or a lightning helix or something, right? If I block that and Karen just removes all my stuff, that's also really bad. Do I just take... I think the only way we ever win here is if we take it and they don't have it. Because if I block with a 2-2-1 or whatever, then they're just gonna ping another one of my guys and I'm never winning. I think that's the one way out. So this is not us playing to survive, this is us playing to win. So if you have the helix, then GG's. We would never win anyways. Maybe it's like an obliterating bolt or something. I don't know. Interesting. So, Imidane on this board would be 3... Would be 4... 8, 10... 11... 13... Shit. So we need to do Resolute Enforcement, and now we just need to hit a land on the top. So land on the top, Torch the Mouse, Imodane wins. Outside of that, it doesn't. 10. Yeah, I see like 13 damage. 14 damage. Yeah, I think that's the one way out. A rip. He's Jover. Alright, well, alright. Am I missing something? Was that just lethal anyway? Oh!